wrap-up. Joe's not here today because he's teaching a class on how to sound like the perfect Silver Ranger. Still kind of mad about the fact he was a little bit right. Just a little bit right. Not admitting anything, sir. Anyways, but the bright part is we got two amazing guys from the fandom, and I'm happy to be with. Steven here for a second time. Remind everybody, where are you from? What you do, man?
Steven's reader, Hyperdrive Pics. I do all the Power Ranger tutorials, morphing, VFX, all that fun stuff.
Oh, awesome. And I love what you do, man. Like, it's super clean. Check out the stuff.
Thanks.
And first time on the show is Miss Chrisna from Rangers Live Chat.
So Rangers Live Chat, we're on Facebook, so follow us. Shout out to our team, Austin, Lewis, and Ryan.
Shout out to Ryan Bueta because we just got canned for saying your name wrong often. Okay, not me saying your name right. I think I say it right. So, was it right? Ryan Bueta?
I don't even know.
Oh, what? You know what? Fine. Shout out to Ryan. Insert last name.
Yeah.
Anyways, great episode today. We're going to go over some news. We're going to go over today's episode from Dino Supercharge. We're going to go over our morphin list. And we're going to go over your questions and comments to talk to you, that talk to us, that talk to you, that talk to us, that talk to you, that talks to us. And, all right, guys, let's talk about some news. New York Comic Con is happening this weekend, and lots of great stuff coming out the woodworks. Yep. So we have the new Power Stars coming out from Ninja Steel. They're essentially going to be the Chargers of that season. What's really interesting is they're doing the Gokaiger Super Megaforce thing, which is basically the past Rangers on the Power Star / Shuriken. So very interesting, very interesting. We have a Legacy Titanus that's been image dropped. It looks gorgeous as far as I'm concerned. I love the black and gold motif. You have time to save. It's not going to come out until 2017, but the last Titanus was about $200. So yay for collecting and toys and Power Rangers and toys. Gotta love that. Really cool is the Power Rangers Mega Battle Game.
Yes.
Have you guys seen those trailers?
Yes, I have. I'm pumped. I might have to get a PS4 for this one, actually.
Might have to get a PS4.
Yeah, get your friends together and like play a smash 'em battle game. Like, man.
We're playing, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
we only need 3.
Duh.
Camera guy 4.
Camera
we
guy
got
4.
Joe
Joe 5.
Yeah.
Joe.
Oh, dude, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get everybody involved. We're gonna get everybody in the audience involved. We're gonna get everybody in the comment section involved. We're definitely gonna nerd out. What stood out to you in that trailer?
The voiceovers.
The voiceovers, right?
It was Trini.
Trini.
When we
Yeah,
heard that
hearing
first, we
Trini.
heard
Yes.
Jason, and we were just like,
What?
is that Jason's voice?
I said the same thing. I totally said the same thing. I'm like, no, that's not Jason.
Yeah.
It's like, it's Trini. I'm like, hey guys, ready to do? I'm like, that's definitely Trini. So what really raises the question is, are those just sound bites for the trailer? Or is that something they're going to incorporate in the actual game?
I hope it's in the game.
Because the style is really cool.
If I remember from the first game that they had for Sega, was it Sega?
Oh, they had a couple.
No,
Super
for
Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. They had them for
the
Sega.
voiceovers,
Yeah.
but it was not. I don't remember if it was their voices or not, but it might be.
Well, they re-released that game as like a web thing, like PewDiePie played it, and then no,
It was fun.
Yeah,
It was fun.
They put like higher quality versions of it in and like cut to the
Exactly.
clips. So that seems to be the direction they want to move. So
Sure.
I bet you it's just going to be straight up the sound clips from the show in this new game.
But essentially, they're harnessing the same type of gameplay from before, which is a side-scrolling beat 'em up. The animation looks really cool, and I want to play it. I'm down to play it, and I can't wait to cop it. So, speaking of the original Rangers, we have some Megazord news. We have the Megazord joining the Tamashi Buddy line, and that's a cool little line. Well, Tamashi Buddies are basically little chibi, stylized, statuesque type of toys or collectibles. So we already have Red Ranger announced, Pink Ranger announced, Lord Zed announced, and now the Megazord is added onto the collection. So you took a look at it, and you were kind of like, dude, that
It's actually really. They also got like muscle definitions, like halfway between chibi and like really muscular.
Exactly.
It's a really cool blend that you don't see too often.
Yeah, I think the Pink Ranger looks cute, and dainty the way she's supposed. Yeah, don't have DJ do this again. But still, I think it's a cool little thing. And I think this is like the meat and potatoes as far as collectibles that's been announced, which is the Road to Chokogen Megazord / Daijujin. OMG, this bad boy piece looks freaking phenomenal. It's completely separate Zords. You know what, dude? This is what the Legacy Megazord was supposed to be to me. It's the individual Zords. Unlimited articulation, just all types of mobility, great weight, rascally wabbit, okay. Great quality materials, and not to mention, for instance, like it's the little details that make it really, really pop and shine. Like for instance, we've only seen like the Triceratops use his horn grapples, like maybe once, maybe twice, I don't know. But it actually includes that. You actually see images of the Triceratops horns connected by chains and ropes. but when it's all together, it still maintains the articulation. It looks pristine. It's just really gorgeous to look at. Now, what's not gorgeous to look at is the price point, which is about $300. So it makes the Titanic seem a little bit cheap now. So, guys, I'm gonna need your help to, not to give in to temptation and go homeless. So there's that. But what's the main thing? What's the main thing that we want to talk about right now that just dropped?
Like, how many hours ago? Not even.
Yeah.
Like
this morning.
That just happened. That made us go. The Lionsgate Ranger trailer.
Yeah.
Oh.
All crying.
Oh, going off script today.
Doesn't even matter anymore. Let's talk about this trailer. We get the opening. We see Lionsgate logos. We see someone in the colors. Dude. We see a Jason that's kind of not a troublemaker, but he definitely has been on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Something about a car wreck, truck wreck. It seems like they're in detention.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying it's
They
very
said it was
breakfast.
like Saturday school to graduate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's even getting lectured by his dad, like, oh, now you have to be with these hooligans just to even graduate.
Yeah.
Jason, get your act together, son. But what's really interesting is we see Jason with an ankle
I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
Really?
he has a complete anklet from like a prison track. What do you call that? Like a tracker system, like
Yeah. One of those. Yeah, I know what you're talking.
yeah.
Tracers.
And he obviously wrecked the car. He has something to do with it, and
Yeah.
he's with these
What
other.
else did he do to get one of those things? That's not just for car wrecks.
That's
No,
definitely
You gotta do a lot worse
Like,
to get.
Sure.
like he may have stolen a car, or the car's in the garage.
Wrecked, by the
Yeah.
way, wrecked.
I don't know, man.
So he's a teenager with attitude. So we get to the school, and this is what I love about the tone of the trailer is it makes us care about them as people first.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, Power Rangers, the styling Power Rangers isn't until the end, but this trailer is about getting to know your Rangers, your new Rangers / familiar Rangers, but these are our new Rangers, cinematic Rangers. Yeah. So we're in high school, and Billy, man, he's so cool. He kind of reminds me of Ethan. He kind of reminds me of Ethan from Dino Thunder because he is that nerd, but at the same time, he's the brother. And what's really cool is we have Jason defending him against a bully. Yeah. Now, here's a question I want to ask you guys. Is Bulk and Skull going to be in this movie?
I heard a rumor, and again, it's a rumor, but like that bully, like they combined Bulk and Skull into one character, it's that bully.
But they were saying the females were going to be the new Bulk and Skull.
Huh.
Oh, well,
This is new
so
to me.
there's some girls bullying Kimberly in like the bathroom.
Yeah.
Sure.
Were there two of them?
There were
Yeah,
two.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
They almost look preppy, almost like
Yeah, very preppy
cheerleaders.
cheerleaders.
So, actually, speaking of which, let's talk about that. I mean, so we see Kimberly being confronted by these two very pretty girls, the popular girls. And Kimberly our Kimberly back in '93 was the perfect girl.
Yeah.
She was the Kelly Kapowski. She was she could do no wrong Valley girl. Oh my gosh, like for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Was it that bad? Yeah, it was pretty
Somewhere
bad.
around
It was
there.
pretty bad. It was like, dude, nice stereo. So. Not weird, like whatever. So, but this Kimberly is seems almost outcastish from that situation.
Yeah.
Even though they're popular girls, she still seems like an
Yeah.
outcast. We didn't get a lot from Zach.
No.
No.
We didn't get a lot from
I think
Zach.
it's one or
Obviously,
two
it's him
lines.
Standing
Yeah.
or sitting.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, kind of
she's
overlooking
in-
a field, looking really dramatic.
He definitely did the Ryan Steele from VR Troopers. Just
Yeah,
Damn.
he does.
I'm gonna find you one day. Or the Troy from Megaforce. Robo Knight. Where are you? Robo Knight. Yeah. So we didn't get a lot from Zach.
We're gonna find Robo Knight. This
We're gonna-
episode had nothing to do with
And
it.
as soon as we reunite, it's definitely going to be a big moment, and it's going to satisfy all our cravings. And so is the super mega war and depression.
No.
We did twist the dagger. I'm sorry. I apologize to both of you. Trini, let's talk about Trini. Now Trini is where it gets really interesting. They take it there.
Yes.
They take it there. They take bullying to that level of. So we see her by her locker, and we see the words "you're ugly," something along the lines like "we wouldn't care if you died."
I heard something on what was announced was that website, that Angel Grove High School website.
Sure.
And they said that she was the new kid,
Yeah.
the new student.
Awesome. So already it kind of plants the seed of being an outcast and trying to find a belonging, and I think that's the one thing all these new Rangers have in common. I feel like a lot of the comments that's coming out right now is, oh, it's the Breakfast Club and Abercrombie Fitch meets Power Rangers. Okay, both of you.
Yeah.
Is the Breakfast Club a bad thing?
No, it's like the best high school movie.
No, that's
The
the
freeze frame.
Okay, that's the fist
freeze
from the
frame.
Breakfast Club, just in case
You gotta,
no, it's not
jump.
power to the people. It's
You
like
gotta jump and then it freeze frames.
freeze frames. Love it. So I dig it. So okay, so we see them in the high school setting, and then we see them investigating something or exploring, and we
Somewhere off limits.
sure.
Yeah.
Like we don't know if it's a field trip. We don't know if they have to do it.
It's at night,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
My guess is Okay, so y'all said you didn't watch the Comic-Con stream.
I did not.
I caught the last half of it, and the last half of it, they actually did say, Dean Israelite did say Goldar.
Oh yeah,
They said he's gonna be in it.
So I mean, it's an official announcement, so it's no longer a spoiler alert.
Yeah.
So
And I guess this is earlier on, and I must have missed this at first, but then they also said something, spaceship, something, and apparently it was going to be some kind of spaceship.
So what we're taking away from this is something, spaceship.
Spaceship.
Something.
Yeah, they were just listing off a bunch of things like, oh, I can't wait for you to see all that stuff, and I was like, okay.
Overall, I got goosebumps looking at this trailer. I got legitimate goosebumps watching this trailer. Even the subtle humor, them trying to jump over a freaking big canyon with their newfound powers, and it does seem like these new power coins. So the power coins so far gives them superhuman strength. Mm-hmm. The coins themselves we're seeing melting the cafeteria trays, so they're definitely powerful. We've seen Billy take a headbutt,
Super durable.
and win.
Also kind of reminds me of Ethan from Dino Charge, because he had like that super strong skin thing going.
Exactly. So, I mean, these are all not necessarily new territories, but new territories in this application. But obviously, this isn't your dad's Power Rangers. This isn't even our Power Rangers, a movie. This is definitely a Lionsgate / Saban New Age Power Ranger movie.
It's not a kid's one.
It's not the one we know, but I'm excited because of that. And at the very end, we see the Super Saiyan mode, transformation in a circle, huddle, and then something kind of happening, and then we get our sneak little peek, and then Power Rangers, low tone.
With the theme song, yeah.
Love it. I'm excited. Chrisna,
Of course.
Steven,
I'm pumped.
I'm juiced. And you put all that together, and that's called us at the front rows at opening day at midnight or whatever.
The fandom.
Us just finding a way to get the copy before it's even out. So
We're gonna get in there somehow.
all right, so I'm sure we can go on forever talking about the trailer. So we got today's episode, Trick or Trial from Dino Supercharge, and here's a clip.
Ice Age, Stingray, and Meteor.
State the Rangers' crimes. I first met the Rangers when I was out camping, and their sword attacked me.
Rangers! Shout out to Joe. I'm gonna at least do it today in honor of you. Trick or Trial. This is a Halloween episode.
Yes.
And it's definitely a Halloween episode. But you know what? I thought it was still clever. It still definitely had filler elements though.
Yeah.
Just because, and not because it was a Halloween episode. It was just, it definitely didn't pick up from where the last one left off, which is what happened in the last episode. We have
The Silver Ranger, I believe they separated the Silver Ranger from his evil counterpart.
Exactly.
That was the big plot thing. And then Tyler and Shelby. None of that.
the Shiler.
relationship. The Shiler.
Hashtag Shiler, hashtag Toby. I've never heard Toby before. I think Ryan brought it up, like the Toby. I'm like, Toby, huh? I'm gonna stick with Shower. So it was a Halloween episode. So call 1555 Scum Law if you want to get your monster off of the case or off of the hook. I don't
That's
know.
been running apparently millions of years, by the way.
Yeah, and he's never lost a case, and he's just the man, monster, whatever to go to. So we have poor Sandra watching this infomercial-like advertisement. Fury gets showered with popcorn, and poor Sandra is like, you know what? I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show him I could do something. So hires Scum Law. Sorry, I keep looking at the word Scum Law because I'm like, Scum Law, really? Like that doesn't just scream villain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hires Scum Law, and we go to the Rangers, and they're dressed up, and that's pretty apparent, like Halloween episode. And we got some cool costumes for each character,
Yeah.
I think. So let's go through them real quick. So Tyler, I believe, is a matador.
Yeah.
Okay. We have Miss Kendall, who is a purple musketeer.
Yeah.
Awesome. We have Coda being super samurai mode. No, I'm totally kidding, but he was a samurai, so why not? It's
His
Coda.
hair tied back.
Hair and a top knot and
I
everything.
bet
So
he was glad, Yoshi.
Was
that
he?
I mean, glad
think?
that his hair was tied.
Sure,
It was like,
yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a great point. This is probably the most presentable that Coda's been. I mean, one of the few times. I mean, he was a baseball player, and he has been in a few outfits, but this is definitely the most
He's like the most
regal
done up.
and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like you almost forget that he's the caveman in the episode until he talks. We have Chase, who's a vampire, so he's basically Twilight. No, actually, take that back. I take that back. He's not Twilight because he was actually a real vampire. He had the fangs and he could barely talk in there.
he had, like,
Shout out to
lips.
James Davies
Yeah.
for making that work because he did not take it off even
Yeah.
after what happens next. Who am I missing?
Shelby was
Shelby was a pirate.
Yep.
Yeah,
She was a
she was a
pirate.
pirate. And the best one of all,
yeah.
the best one of all, Sir Ivan as the Scarecrow. Oh, so good,
Went
dude.
all out with that costume.
He was so good. He actually stole the episode from me
I'm
in a
surprised
lot
that
of
he knew
ways.
what Scarecrow was.
Yeah.
Why? Who hasn't seen Wizard of Oz? Everybody.
Yeah, speaking of Wizard of Oz, the witch. in
There
the
was a
court,
witch.
Yeah.
She was the evil Great Witch, pretty much. She had the same cackle and everything.
So let's take us there. So the Rangers, just the five of them, the 5 core Rangers,
Yeah.
get summoned or subpoenaed to Monster Court. Like what do they call it? They call it the Halloween Intergalactic Court.
Yeah.
So good.
I love how Halloween is intergalactic, and at the same time, throughout the intergalaxies.
The actual symbol of the Intergalactic Court had the pumpkin head
Yeah.
and everything. Which, by the way, so they're at the court and it is being judged by 3 pumpkins.
Yeah.
Because Power Rangers.
Yes.
And I guess the bailiff was the witch.
I guess, yeah. I guess she kind of brought the witnesses forward by like bringing them out of the cauldron, you know. So that's kind of
So
a bailiff. that
okay,
brings
so
the
that was
witness
definitely
forward.
so that was like the Wizard of Oz reference, and she was
Yeah.
definitely that bubble, trouble in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we had like the best jury I think ever, the jury of Dark Jawas from
Yeah.
Star Wars. That was pretty great. So they're basically on trial for transgressions against innocent monsters, which raises the question, like, you know what, in this continuity, because we haven't had crossovers since Samurai, technically. I mean, if you want to count Super Megaforce.
Kind of loosely,
Let's
yeah.
not talk about that.
Well, okay, we don't want to talk about that, so we don't count that.
But what you're getting to, I think, is there have been good monsters throughout the show here and there.
benevolent
Yeah.
monsters, sure.
So that is something you totally could do.
Sure. And this would exist for those monsters that
Yeah.
exist in space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why not? So they're on trial for the monsters they've destroyed in the past, and they're allowed 10 strikes. And after the 10 strikes, they will be destroyed because we can't say the other D word on a kid's show on Nickelodeon.
But we can say in the movie.
But
Yeah, in
we
the
can't.
movie trailer they can say kill.
Dude, matter of fact, talk about it. In the trailer, what happened?
Yeah, Rita's like hovering over a tree and she said, only line I think is, I've killed Rangers before.
Oh!
And that's like, what?
And you also think, what other Rangers? Like different
good.
powers? Or
So
like
good.
these powers but different people using them?
And different
Aquitar?
Yeah.
Triforia?
It opens up the box a little.
Yeah.
It opens up the box
There's
a
a
little
whole
bit.
universe out there.
Oh, dude, just think about that trailer again, man.
KO35?
KO35. Shout out to Corone and
Or Andros, you know?
And Zane.
I'm thinking of this as just from Flash is Earth 2.
Oh.
Earth 2.
Another universe.
She's hopping universes.
I love it. I love it. Multiverse theory.
She's talking about the Super Sentai universe.
Super Sentai universe. So, oh man, that movie just so good. Matter of fact, actually, let's quickly mention something that's really interesting about the movie. Jason and Kimberly kiss.
Oh yeah,
They lock those lips, sir.
they do.
I think it's a
Ma'am?
dream.
You think
Oh,
I think
bubble
it's a-
bursting!
I think
No.
it's a dream, or my only comment on that scene is Tommy's out of the picture.
Tommy,
Yeah.
well, Tommy's not in the picture. Yes, I mean, you never know. It could be a fight for love later.
that's... Yeah.
Well, actually, I was talking to our producer JD about this too. It's like they're doing so much that's different with this incarnation of Power Rangers that sky's the limit at this point. I mean, we definitely have some switching, so to speak, as far as characters and what they're known for. Who's to say that the next Ranger won't be gender bended? Let's say if they
Yeah,
did
I've
do
heard
it.
theories that it could be a female Green Ranger.
And why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not restrained
Yeah.
to what we know, even though some certain fans would like it to be.
Yeah.
And to those fans out there, I implore you, be a Ranger. You know what I'm saying? Be open-minded.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be the same show. If you want the same show, Shout Factory does DVDs all the time. Definitely go back memory lane. You can go on Netflix. You can definitely do your binge watching and have your old school Mighty Morphin. But this is Lionsgate, Saban, Power Rangers movie, which is going to be different, and I'm excited. I think we're all excited. So stay positive. That's just my thing. So we have our witnesses against back to Dino Supercharge, which is why we're really here, because we're not interested in the trailer at all. Like, why?
It just came out today.
Yeah. That thing.
We have watched it like 10 times already.
Yeah, they had to. I was late. So, yeah, true story. So, anyways, they're on trial. We have witnesses, and the first witness is from Ninja and Hunter. Now, it's a recap episode, and I thought it was a really clever way to. Actually, I think it's really cool that the monsters segued into the flashbacks.
Yeah.
So the other clips that existed. So we have Ninja, who earlier in the season. Oh no! Yeah. It was the episode where Tyler got infected with a virus.
Yeah, they turned him into a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Like in personality, he didn't like grow big, but
Well,
he was acting like a T-Rex, and his mask was like
His helmet roared. His helmet roared, and then shout out to the insert shot of him howling at the moon as a T-Rex because it was nighttime automatically, and just like we need that shot because acting. You know what I mean? Hunter, I forgot what Hunter did. Actually, to be honest with you. Oh wait, was Hunter the one that brainwashed? No, that wasn't him, right? What did Hunter do?
I'm trying to remember which.
I forgot.
They pretty much recap each ranger.
Sure.
Has like a stake in each flashback. So Tyler's turned into a T-Rex. I remember Chase was Hunter.
I don't think
the
Hunter
hypnosis.
No. You know what? That was the other monster. But at any point, they the monsters say one thing, and then the Rangers are like, "No, that didn't happen." Like Tyler's like, "That's not true. You're lying."
Some of them get really into the denial.
We're gonna get into that in a bit. Like, dude, it's so good. Okay, so one word against the other, and they get 2 strikes again. Oh, against them, because 2 monsters, 2 testimonies equals 2 strikes. Okay, so we flash back to Keeper, Ivan, and Kendall in the command center. Kendall's trying to scan the Earth. She can't find him, and Ivan has such a great. Oh man, there's such a great line from Ivan, which is like, "Damn, tell us, you blasted machine! We need to go trick-or-treating." Yeah. And he like plays with his like straw hair, just really enamored and just really childlike and really innocent.
He's having fun with it. He's
a
totally
man at a
having fun
time.
with the
I have to
episode.
call you out because you keep on calling it the command center. It's the base.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not you
We
two.
know what it is.
Not you two. You know what it is? Me and Joe go through it all the time. And it's not to say that I disagree with him, because I don't. No, it's not even that. You know what it is? We go through like little debates. Like for instance, I say Tyler is the leader.
Oh, yeah.
I say Kendall is in charge. She's the commander. To me, she's like Kruger.
Oh, yeah.
Like you can't say that Tyler isn't like a leader at all. It's like Cyclops. Yes, Professor X is the X-Men. It's the freaking it's the Xavier Institute. Yes, he is the guy. He is the guy. That doesn't stop Cyclops from not being the leader.
Cyclops is the field leader. He's out. Yeah. Okay.
But the word field leader is
leader.
yes. Joe, while you're not here, getting people on my side, one ranger at a time. Shout out to Hyperdrive Pics and Rangers Live Chat. All right, so we're back on trial. We have the next 2 witnesses. It is Spellbinder and Gold Digger. Now, let me just put this out there. I was watching this with our producer, JD. When Gold Digger was said, why did this guy say, "Oh, Paris Hilton"? I was like, Gold Digger, oh, dude, what the heck? Really? Nobody?
I didn't catch that.
You didn't catch that?
No.
I'm just, okay, well, shout out to JD for calling Paris Hilton a Gold Digger. Like, dude, bro. Anyway, so they give their testimony, and as a reminder, that's the one that put Chase under the hypnosis spell. So that's the one that turned Chase into a Sith. And this is something that happened in Dino Charge. Like we're talking about last season, where he was under a spell and he was about to destroy Shelby. Yeah. So that was a cool moment.
You had to like skateboard out of it, pretty much.
Yeah.
I remember that though. Like when he's skateboarding, he like that's his element, you know.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it snapped him out of it. But yeah, it's a good way to recap stuff from now at least a year ago, because we're wrapping this season up now.
Especially if you're just going in the first time and just watching it.
Sure.
So you can catch up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, when I saw these clips, I actually did forget some of this stuff.
Yeah.
I actually did forget some of this stuff because I'm like, wow, they did take a skateboard to, and that was a cool moment too, because he does a little trick, he shoots the monster, and you know, that's the hot shot, that's the latest man. That's back before he got game and had a girlfriend. And then,
it was a secret.
there you go. So we had Gold Digger, and the reminder of his powers is he made it rain with gold coins, and it made people greedy because money, 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 and Bandai sells toys and Power Rangers sells toys. Message. Anyways, so so we had that, and Rangers were just like, no, that's not true, and they get 2 more strikes. Now, something worth noting is when they were captured by the mummy guards, oh man, what's that monster's name? I keep forgetting the monster's name. Scumlaw does mention to the mummy guards, like, don't worry, the jury's on my side. You know what I mean? So it's already sabotage. It's definitely not like a real jury. It's against the Rangers' advantage. Also, shout out to the mummy monsters that get paid in candy.
Yeah.
Really?
And they go for donuts even though they don't have a mouth.
Really?
This whole season they've been eating.
Really? You see what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't have to Halloween it up enough, Anyway, so 2 more strikes, and dude, I don't know if you guys caught this, but Riley, at least twice, comes hard and just like, because they're all over talking, like, no, we didn't do this.
It's not true at all.
And Riley over the top is, stop lying! Stop lying! Seriously, whoever DVRs this, go back. It's a pretty great moment. He just really comes at it like Sherlock Holmes. Dude, we didn't mention what Riley's costume was, I don't think.
Oh yeah, he's got the pipe and everything.
Yeah, he was Sherlock Holmes, so well,
Which
there you go.
reminded me of Billy in that original Halloween
Oh
episode.
yeah.
Great call.
Yeah.
See?
Frankenstein monster episode.
The memories that get brought up in the Ranger wrap-up. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so Kendall and Ivan devise a plan. They're gonna get captured. They do a little acting to get captured. Kendall doing the most awkward, hey, we are walking by ourselves. We have to find the other Rangers. And then Ivan pulls a Shakespeare and says, to be
Or not.
or not to be.
That's
No, but that was such a great moment. But that was such a great moment for me because Kendall's like, really?
Shakespeare?
Shakespeare?
You know Shakespeare?
Yeah, and then she's like, he's a good friend of mine. And you're like, huh.
Time-wise works out, yeah.
Sir Ivan's so good. So the mummy guards pop up, they attempt to kidnap him, and then they get subdued by anonymous heroes. But we still see Kendall and Sir Ivan standing okay. And we're like, I wonder who those other 2.
Yeah.
Good
How did they
Samaritans.
even get there?
Oh, that's a great question. Like, but we don't know who the Good Samaritans are yet. So I wonder who. Let's be honest. We kind of know.
Yeah.
We kind of know who the Good Samaritans are at this point. But moving on. So we get to the final witnesses, and it's Ice Age, it's Stingrage, and Meteor. And we didn't do those episodes on the Ranger wrap up, but dude, those names are great. Those names are great. Stingrage? Seriously, come on. Great.
Ice Age came back twice, right? Wasn't he like the first episode of Dino Charge and then the first episode of Super Dino Charge, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was.
he
He definitely
premiered
makes a
both
couple.
seasons.
He definitely makes a couple of appearances,
Yeah.
and Stingrage, I believe, gets destroyed twice too.
Yes.
Yeah. Matter of fact, they mentioned it in the episode that they do get destroyed at least a couple of times. So again, with Ice Age, it's like, we were just going campy, and I just wanted to help them out. And obviously, that was the he was the first monster we had for Dino Charge, period. So that's a cool callback. And to be honest with you, it just shows how clever Kyoryuger and Dino Charge is as far as having that Ice Age against dinosaur Rangers, which is kind of cool. Stingrage, this was really interesting to me because we get a clip back to him getting Coda under a trance, right?
Yeah.
And we were talking about this off screen. The fight between a stone Coda hypnotized and Tyler was kind of aggressive.
Yeah.
It was kind of aggressive. We saw Coda doing some straight gut punches.
Yeah.
Like we were and Power Rangers is known for it's always going to be that silver lining as far as violence and you know what I mean.
Yeah, with the Unmorph fights, they try to tame it down a little bit. He was kind of going all out and pulls a really impressive jump spinning roundhouse.
Yeah,
I was like, way to go, Yoshi. I need to remind
You can do one of those, right?
Just give me a couple to warm up.
No, you got this, right?
Yeah.
Steven. Yeah, it's like, hey, like hold my cup. So we have that, and then the Meteor flashback is with the Plazio storyline. So this is where they meet Albert. They come across the purple Energem. This is how Kendall and the Rangers get possession of the purple Energem, and that's where we get Plazio coming from the cave. And you were mentioning something about the Zord sizes.
Yeah, in these flashbacks, you kind of notice the scale of the Zords. Like
I didn't even catch that.
In Ice, was the Ice Age? Which Ice Age? Yeah, that guy, Rexy beats him the first time, and you realize Rexy's only like 3 stories tall, maybe. And then the Plesiosaur comes out of a cave the opening's not too
It's very
big.
small. It's like a door.
It's like the size of maybe
Exactly.
an 18-wheeler, but this thing turns into an entire Megazord.
Yeah. So
Some scale issues there.
Yeah.
Maybe it like grows out there.
Only us adults realize
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I didn't notice that. It's Power Rangers. Leave me alone. Actually, I did. I actually turned. I'm like, really? Oh. Stop ruining Power Rangers, man. You're supposed to be the Lost Boys. Why are you growing up?
Rufio.
Shout out to Rufio. So the monsters give their testimony, and dude, Shelby goes off.
Not having it.
Goes off. There was such a cool moment where she's like, and the cool thing in this episode is each ranger has a chance to kind of go, that's not true. That's not true because of this. So they highlighted each ranger to at least dispute the facts. But when Shelby did it, she tapped into a little feistiness. Like, I wish they would have shown her when she said this line because she's going off. They turn back to the judge or the jury or whatever, and you hear her say, "Let me finish." I was like, man, you can see my nails. I'm like, whoa. You know what I mean? So shout out to Camille Hyde because it was like not overly aggressive, but it was definitely like shut up and listen.
Yeah.
Definitely shut up and listen. So 3 monsters, 3 testimonies, and I think one of them counted twice because Spellbinder and one of them like got fused together or something.
Yeah.
And so essentially they get all strikes. Actually, I'm going out of order. I apologize. Whatever.
And
Point
it's
is,
up to 10.
it's 10. They're guilty. They're gonna get destroyed. It's Power Rangers. That's a Halloween episode, and my arms are doing this. So they get the 10 strikes, and now we get destruction as the punishment. And then we get Kendall and Sir Ivan.
Yeah.
Still in caution, by the way. They had no desire to change. Just as much as Chase, then I think you mentioned it, like Chase had no desire to take out his vampire teeth, which really made it hard for him to talk throughout the whole episode.
Yeah.
So they're accompanied by the mummy guards. Like, wait, I thought they were ambushed. How are the mummy guards there? I wonder what's gonna happen. And it's James! James Navarro! You stopped looking for the hidden base and then holy crap! It's Prince Phillips. Didn't see it coming!
We might have seen that.
We might have
Just a bit.
Again, what are you guys talking about? I didn't see it coming! Why are you guys so mean? Anyway, so Prince Philip and James is on. No, but what's really cool is they expose, or they at least bring up the fact that this jury has been bought. This jury is corrupt.
Yeah.
This jury works for Scum Law. I didn't need to look at my notes this time. That's great. So they're working for Scum Law, and they unmask the Dark Jawas, as we like to call them, and they're Vivixes. One by one, it's a Vivix. One by one, it's a Vivix. And this is so good.
The last one
was
Poisandra.
Oh my god, that killed me.
That sounds like what?
Yeah, how does Poisandra's giant head fit in that giant Jawa thing?
Actually,
Power Rangers.
Logic.
It's Power Rangers.
It's Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Logic. I actually did rewind it because I did want to see it. I was like, I love the fact that hoodie's just kind of on. And he goes, and she's like, we've been busted. I'm like, what in the world? So that was kind of cool. So, but again, this is actually a legitimate court of law or intergalactic monster law, and the evidence speaks for itself. The Rangers are acquitted, and Scum Law escapes, and the Rangers are like, you know what? We're gonna take care of it.
He doesn't just escape; he teleports out.
Chrisna, you were talking about teleporting. Like talk to them about what we were talking about teleporting.
When they teleported, the Rangers.
Yes.
We were like, we haven't seen that happen in like years.
Yeah.
We miss it.
Saban, teleportation.
Bring it back.
I hope that's in the movie.
Yeah.
That's better.
Oh my gosh! I forgot all about it. I'm gonna need that later. But no, that's such a real thing because I was so excited in Megaforce, the first season of Megaforce, because they got teleported to the command center, and then you never see it again.
Yeah.
Gosei teleports these guys to the command center and says, "That was a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Never again. You guys are this generation spoiled. Earn your key. Walk and drive. No license? Get your license. Gosei out."
Even Ninja Storm had a little bit of teleport.
Ninja Storm. Oh yeah.
They occasionally, but it was there enough to be like, sometimes they could emergency bring someone in and out.
It was so cool.
It's whenever they can use it. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
It adds an extra element to the plot,
So-
teleporting people in and out of danger.
I like to mention this because we heard this during a live chat. Someone mentioned that when they teleport, it sounds like a. Sorry to bring this for you guys. This is someone when we had.
Does it sound like Ninja?
No.
No! Absolutely not! How dare you?
He's gonna kill me once I say it. It sounds like a flushing clip.
A what?
His was worse. Yeah, you know what? You helped out because and I got that much better. I'm so happy it wasn't Ninja now. Okay, now it's like back to this. A flushing toilet, you say?
Yeah.
A flushing toilet.
No, yeah, I kind of did. Yeah. I set,
Oh, dude.
I set the bar down here, so when it's like right
Oh.
here, you're like, that's not bad.
It can only go wrong.
Shout out to Julia.
Julia, shout out to the toilet theory in Power Rangers. Now every time I'm in the bathroom, I'm just not gonna think of anything else. Just like I'm not flushing, I'm teleporting, and we're gone. Still here, sad. Oh man. So the Rangers get teleported. I know, right? Why we're talking about that. So the Rangers get teleported to Scum Law. They confront them, and what's really cool is since James Navarro, Tyler's dad, and Prince Phillips, thank you. Since they were in disguise as the monsters, all nine Rangers are in disguise now. So it really brought about a cool morphing sequence.
Yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, is this the first time that we've had all 9 Rangers morph together simultaneously?
I think so.
I want to say yes.
There was an episode before with all 9 Rangers in it, but it was kind of like these 4 at the
Yeah.
beginning, and then the other 5 or 6
And another group.
towards the
Sure.
end, but not like
So same
one
episode.
solid fight where all at once we have all 9 Rangers.
Sure.
Yeah. Can I go on like a mini rant about split screen morphs?
About what? What?
Because 9 Rangers split screen morphs, everybody's like what, Tetris styled in there?
Tetris style.
They're
Brady
like
Bunch?
Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch?
They're Brady Bunched in there.
Pretty much morph.
But like, man, we all remember Beetleborgs. They would Beetle blast, and it would be like
It would Beetle blast.
a shot of all 3 of them transforming at the same time, not split screen. Can we have like a team morph that they do next season where it's like all together all at once? And then when, they have the individual morphs too. I'm just saying.
Sure.
I'm a VFX artist. I know you can do this.
That makes
I
sense.
It's
know you
creative.
can do this.
Are we calling out production for Savant? All right, I like it. Raise the game. Raise the game. Why don't you like split morphs?
Just because they're some
Because they're small and they
some
become
morphs have
heads.
so much detail,
Sure.
and then they get shrunk in there or cropped to the sides.
Oh.
and you just miss it.
That's funny that you mentioned that. You know what? There's one time where I don't know why this is like one specific time, but there's one specific time where I wasn't a fan of a split morph, and it was Lost Galaxy where Corone, that just dawned the Galaxy Pink powers,
Right.
Yeah.
and she and Damon do a split morph, and I remember thinking like, oh, I wanted to see her morph
Yeah.
separately.
Yes.
Because you
For
haven't
some reason,
seen it.
yeah. So
And I think even SPD, the first time they morphed, it was a split screen. And it was kind of like, I'd like to see all the details. Like when the full
Sure.
team gets together, I'd like to see. I
I
haven't
think
seen
they-
the full red morph yet. I,
I
want
think
to
they
see
just
that.
need to shorten it to save time and
Yeah.
more stories.
Sure. All right, fair enough. All right,
There's
so
ways.
I get your point. I mean, you convinced me in your trial. So the Rangers have a showdown, and dude, a lot of this is original footage as far as the showdown with the Law Monster. Yeah, I totally forgot.
Scum Law.
Thank you. I was like, I didn't get away with that.
Yeah.
So, but no, and it was really cool. I think they all highlighted their skills really well. And what's really interesting is they had a simultaneous Zord battle.
Yes.
They forced it in. I didn't think they were gonna have a Zord battle. I really didn't think they were gonna have a Zord battle, and they did it in a very kind of smart type of way. The Vivics combined to become 2 Vivic Zords.
Yeah.
And the Zords work independently.
Yeah.
They work independently. And they didn't combine into a Megazord. It was Rexy, it was Stego, it was the
2 others.
Yeah, it was the Zords, but they independently and individually fight these Vivid Zords while the ground battles happening with the Rangers and the Monster Crews.
Yeah.
Monster extinct, we win the day, we get back to Sledge's ship. I love that the spirit of Halloween is completely consistent because we get Vivixes making and carving pumpkins, and even Fury slashing a pumpkin, and he makes his own little jack-o'-lantern, and it was actually a dope jack-o'-lantern. And that's our trick or trial for Power Rangers Dino Supercharge Halloween special, I guess. Chrisna, what do we think about the episode?
Why did Tyler's dad go to the party? That's some kind of awkward.
Why does
I-
Prince
that's-
Philip have nothing better to do than go to like a very normal Halloween party? I'm like, he's probably got like a much better one going on at the Kingdom or something.
Yeah.
Well, when you really think about it.
I am glad to see them all together.
Yeah.
And we don't see a lot of Tyler and his dad hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm glad they got to hang out.
I'm actually convinced Tyler's dad is like Goku. Like Goku was not the greatest.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't the best dad, and he would always take off.
Hi, son.
Hey, Piccolo, you got this, right? Cool. I'm gonna do the thing when I die. Like, oh,
Let's wish you back, Goku. No, I'm
No,
fine.
I'm good.
I'm good.
You got it. No, we don't. Gohan has it. No, I don't. Tyler has it. Dad, no, I don't. Oh man, but I know somebody who would disagree as far as like, hey, why is Phillips? Joe loves Phillips. Joe loves Prince Phillips. Like, I mean, obviously he has the resources to fund everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I still love the characters. So that's what. Okay, so that was you. How did we feel about Trick or Trial?
I'm like, on one half, not the biggest fan of clip shows.
Sure.
But on the other half, the fight was one of the most creative ones. Like, we
Yeah.
never see Zords doing independent stuff.
Yeah.
Like, of their own mind independent.
It was
B,
layered.
individually without forming the Megazord. I love when the Zords do stuff individually.
We don't get a lot of that.
We don't get a lot of that. And like Rexy doing some cool stuff in there. And then also the grand battle down there, seeing all 9 Rangers. We haven't seen that yet. The season's wrapping up. We need to start
Yeah.
seeing that. So like the battle, I was very happy. So like clip show, battle, whoa.
He said, eh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you had to rate this episode 1 to 5 hashtags, what would you rate this episode? Krishna, go.
Well, my buddy from Rangers Live Chat, Ryan, rated it a 6 today, so I have to rate it as a 6 as well.
Oh, 1 through 5. Oh wait,
Oh,
what
1
through
to
5?
3. 1 to 5?
1 through 5. So that'd be like a 3.
3.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
fair.
was decent.
3.5.
Yeah. Straight down the middle, 3.
3 down the
Yeah.
middle. You know what? I'm gonna agree with the 3 and even the 3.5. I was definitely at a 3 with this episode. I love everything Power Rangers. If it's Power Rangers, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna watch it. With that said, it definitely was a clip episode, but more than that, it felt like a filler episode. It was still smart because I do know the Kyoryuger footage, and I'm like, oh, they got really creative with it, especially with the original footage.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is you can tell it didn't carry the last one over at all.
No.
There was no Xenowing. There was no Titano Charge Megazord. It was very restrained to what they wanted to tell. So you could tell they didn't really carry anything from the plot.
No
It was
Tyler
made no Shiler. No Shiler or Toby.
No.
So you could tell it was separate. So yeah, I gotta agree with you. That's a solid 3. Cool beans. So let's get to our Morphin list. And because it was a Halloween episode, we are doing our top 5 Costume Ranger moments. And Steven, let's start with you. Number 5.
Number 5 is the RPM episode where Finn is kind of flashbacking when he was a fireman,
So
when he was
good.
a police officer, when he was helping people in the jungle, and he's got all his different outfits. When he's Scottish and he goes full on, what's that?
Braveheart.
Braveheart. He goes all
Braveheart.
Braveheart.
Shout out to Braveheart.
Yeah, that's my number 5.
Number 5. Cool. And Krishna, number 4.
Oh, I thought it was number 3.
Oh, well, number 4.
Number 4, Lightspeed, when they're undercover as a...
Yeah, they're like on the pier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lightspeed Rescue when they were dressed up as disguised as old
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
Cool beans. All right, Steven, number 3.
Number 3 is the Dino Thunder personality swap episode that Meteor kind of makes them all do a 180, and Kira is very Valley Girl, Ethan's a jock, and Connor is a nerd, and
You have to do it.
they
You got,
Yeah.
okay,
they dress,
okay.
yeah.
Well,
have to do it.
you have to do the morph as
Yeah.
Kira though. You got to do the
Yeah.
Dino Thunder power up. It was cute. Shut up. It was freaking cute. She was adorable, and I was crushing, and I kind of wanted to marry her. Yeah. So hey, number 2.
2.
Number 2. Krishna.
No. Number 2 was
Oh,
Time
Time Force. She got it. She's just a professional. We do this. We do this live. Time Force.
Time Force.
a movie
Madness.
episode.
Movie madness.
That's
Absolutely.
Yes.
So we had a couple of costumes in that
Yeah,
one, right?
a lot.
A samurai.
We had samurai. We had wushu warrior.
It was like a cliffhanger at the end because they were just like,
Yeah, wasn't it a
have
two-parter?
dance outward, just
Yeah.
jumping in the jungle, just like
Yeah.
what?
looking all He-Man.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was something that was out of the like you ain't expected.
And to see the Quantum Ranger doing that too, and talking to monkeys. He's such a serious character, and he has to befriend some monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But he was a badass character.
Yeah.
Like, he was so good. I work alone. I'm Batman.
yeah.
I got this quantum power. So shout out to Dan. Oh man, what was I trying to think of that episode? Oh, you were talking about Deborah from that episode.
Oh yeah, she's doing kind of a musical, and she's in this yellow gown, and it's
Looking beautiful, by the way.
Looking very beautiful. And in some panel, Deborah says, "Yeah, I really asked them not to make me do that. I don't think I can sing, and they put me in it anyways." Yeah.
I thought she did fine.
Yeah.
I mean, no different than like the Power Ranger episode where Tommy and
Tanya
had the singing episode.
Yeah, that must have been their
fun.
justification. They're like, they did that.
As Power Rangers.
This is the bar. You can do that.
It's more like you dress up in spandex and fight monsters.
Yeah.
This is not going to kill you. So, and our number one costume ranger moments is
The Wild West Rangers, Season 2, Mighty Morphin.
with the White Stranger.
And even when they morph, they have like tassels.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Their boots and their cuffs. So cool.
Yeah.
They have a shoot-off, or a standoff.
Oh, dude, I love that
Yeah.
episode.
That's,
I love that.
That's
episode.
one of those episodes where, like, in the void after, like, I kind of got out of it and it wasn't on TV, but it also
Sure.
wasn't on DVD. That's the episode I still remembered from when I was a kid. I was like, yeah, they were like cowboys and the White Stranger, and like I watched it and all the details were right as I remembered them.
Yeah.
Like, man.
And I'm going to go ahead and throw in an honorable mention of when Kimberly and Billy go punk.
Yes.
Like they go punk, and this was really different for Billy especially. I mean, don't get me wrong, Kim, look, she does look harder, to be honest with you, with the leather jacket,
Yeah.
and she was hitting on Skull like, well, let's tear the city apart. But Billy wearing the bandana, the like sleeveless, and being like, don't mess with me, punks, and they were the bulk and skull of the episode. I thought that was a great little... Absolutely. So, let's get to your questions and comments from the last episode, and here we go. Edward Sanchez Productions, hashtag Edward Sanchez approved, and dude, from us, from hashtag, it was his birthday a couple of days ago.
Oh, happy
So
birthday.
happy birthday to Edward Sanchez. We love you, dude. Keep rocking with us. Thank you very much, man. He says this episode was epic from beginning to end, talking about last week's episode. My favorite parts of this episode was, of course, Tyler and Shelby finally getting together, and the evil Silver Ranger. His favorite evil Power Ranger is Tommy, the Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin. Good call, dude. Domel, simple. I love it. Shout out to McDonald's. I'm loving it. Master Jedi 324. My top 5 evil Rangers. We'll start backwards. Number 5, A Squad Rangers. Number 4, Thunder Rangers. Number 3, Trent. Number 2, Psycho Rangers. Number 1, Tommy before he turns good. Great list. Damn Quilty. I tried to get around it. I couldn't. Damn Quilty says he doesn't have a list. I'm bad at them. But he does have a favorite evil ranger, and it's the white Dino Thunder one. Good call. You guys gave us a great breakdown. Oh, you know what, dude? You gave us a great breakdown. You had a really thorough comment. Go ahead and find out on the hashtagshow.com. We'll put it all up there, dude. We appreciate you writing in. So, Blackwing 2040. This has to be one of my favorite Dino Charge episodes. Plus, I agree with DJ. Shelby is definitely the kind of girlfriend I wish I could have because I have a huge crush on Camille Hyde. I don't blame you. I do too. Now me and you are not friends anymore because we're after the same girl. Way to go, buddy. You picked your wrong fight. So, totally kidding, man. So, if you ever come to NY, please have a Ranger party because NY is the city that doesn't sleep. Top 5 Evil Rangers. Number 5, Korag. Number 4, Tommy. Number 3, Psycho Rangers. Number 2, Thunder Rangers. Number 1, Trent. Cool.
My turn. For our boy Ryan, last name.
Buena.
He's gonna call us out later.
Very buena.
He said, "What's up, guys?
What's up, Ryan?
Yeah.
What's up?
Finally, after 2 years, Shelby and Tyler is a couple, kinda.
Kinda.
Also, gotta admit, their duet in the episode was really cute.
Kawaii.
Like how they revealed Kendall knows music. I wonder what kind of music. And her actress is an awesome rapper.
She is an awesome rapper.
And then Apollio. I think that's how you say it.
Oh.
I always butcher names. Honestly, I can't really name any evil rangers that have really already have been.
Oh,
on.
Apollo Thunderflame. Shout out to Apollo Thunderflame. He has a pretty epic name.
The evil alternate universe with the Ninja Storm Raiders. That episode was something out of the Star Trek Mirror Universe.
Agreed.
Jeff Nosuri?
Nosiri? Maybe?
Yeah. Hey guys, thanks for the shout out. Love this episode. DJ Dopehat.
Thanks, man. I'm not wearing it today, but thanks.
I feel like the latest PR series has been lacking in intense original fight scenes. You know, with the real sparks instead of CGI. Your thoughts?
I agree. I miss the old Sparks. And
Yeah.
I think I'm that.
Yeah, CG Sparks aren't as fun. The squibs, those are cool.
Agreed. Those are our thoughts.
Selena Gomez fan 10001.
Yep.
As for my top 6 evil rangers, 6 would be Merrick from Wild Horse.
Yep.
5 would be the brainwashed Finn Rangers from Dino Thunder
Oh, you guys
/
mentioned
Ninja
that.
Storm. 4, Trent, Evil White Ranger. 3, Chrome from Lost Galaxy. Technically, she was an Evil Ranger if you count the episode in space where it was Ashley's birthday.
Oh,
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Tommy, yeah, I put him a little higher on the list, but you guys were right. You said he paved the way, so to speak.
Good.
And then 1, of course, the Cycle Ranger.
Yes.
Psycho Rangers.
Yes. All right, and we're going to meet Derek Hervey, starting his list off with number 5, the Titanium Ranger. Lightspeed before he turns evil. That's right.
Love it.
Or, before he turns
Titanium.
good, yeah. Number
Titanium.
4, White Dino Thunder Ranger. Dino Thunder. A lot of love for Trent.
Yes.
Trent does get the
episode,
love.
Yeah.
Sure.
3, Daishi Armored Lion Form / Jared's Spirit Beast powers.
Jared was a
2,
beast.
Evil Green Ranger. You gotta have Tommy in there. And number 1, Psycho Rangers. Once again,
Making the list.
great character.
Making the list.
All right, next is Felicity Giles. Says, "Oh, you guys, you made my day. I had a really crappy day. So to hear you put my review on your website is really awesome. I'll try and find it if I can. My daughter Hannah, thank you for the well wishes, wants me to let you know she's feeling better. Thank you."
Awesome. Shout
That's
out to
good
Hannah.
hear.
Glad to hear it. Shout out to
Right.
Hannah.
Felicity was very happy with Silver Secret. Thought it moved the plot along. It was a huge step for the Rangers from the previous episode. Super proud Tyler and Shelby are just so cute, and Coda is so adorable, like a little kid when he wanted to audition. When he interrupted the Shyla kiss. I guess hashtag Shyla, is that it now? It was so hard to be mad at him. We have 6 episodes left, plus the 2 specials with the Halloween one coming this Sunday. I look forward to your review on that. We just wrapped that up, I guess, so I hope you liked it.
Nice.
I love that show. It's amazing, and now I follow you both on this show and you, Joe, on Periscope and Facebook. Joe's not here, but hey, she follows you.
That's okay.
And I did look for you, DJ, but I couldn't find you. Where you at, man?
I am on there. I'm on there. You both found me, so you will find me. I promise you will definitely find me.
All right, moving on to Hersey Japan Boy.
Oh, dude, we have a lot of comments. Okay, go.
Yeah. Psycho Rangers were indeed one of the best evil Rangers. Yes, Bandai Legacy Psycho Ranger figure, please. I agree.
Totally
We
agree.
need those.
Yes.
He enjoyed watching them as a kid, beating the Space Rangers and the Lost Galaxy Rangers in the team up that they had, which I did too. Speaking of evil Rangers, Heckle is based similar to Enter from Go Busters.
Good call. Good call.
All right. And then he gives a what if in Dino Supercharge, Heckle created his own team of evil Rangers. I would love to see
Yes.
Agreed.
that. I would love to see that.
Agreed.
And then going to Abby Steich, OMG, I was dying when I heard Doomwing / Zenowing say Rangers! This
Rangers!
guy was one of my favorite common writer. I
Little
have the
bit
Sengoku driver and almost all the lock seeds. I think maybe Heckle
nice.
is a lesser evil of the two. Snide seems more ruthless.
Agreed.
I think so,
Agreed.
yeah. Snide is really all out. Heckle's a little more scheming.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's definitely more conniving. He's one of those with the fingers.
Yeah.
I like how they always change it up.
Yeah, it definitely keeps you on your toes. It keeps you on your toes. Cool. So we're at
Craig Anderson.
Craig Anderson. I'm gonna zoom past him. Shout out to Craig. Love watching you guys nerd out. I love this episode. This was a great episode, and I'm happy that Saban has the rights back because Disney ruined Power Rangers. I'm not sure if I agree with that, man. I think Disney did a lot of things right, but that would be safe for another episode. But I appreciate your opinion. And here is my reasons why Disney ruined this. You know what? We're just going to agree to disagree for right now, and we're going to keep it moving. But I appreciate your opinion. Andrew Suarez. Tyler did show a little bit of jealousy back in Dino Charge in the 800th episode and still didn't hear a ninja voice when Silver said Rangers. To be fair, Joe has conceded about Ninjor, but he was right that Silver did sound like Rangers, as I say with a smile on my face. So his top 5 evil Rangers is number 5, Dino Thunder. Thunder Rangers. Sorry, from Ninja Storm. Thunder Rangers. Number 4, Korag. Number 3, Tommy. Number 2, Trent. Number 1, Psycho Rangers. Shadowbird 084 says if we get the Talon Ranger, I think it'll be Heckle. I think Heckle is only evil enough because of Snide and the Dark Energem, but we haven't really seen the Dark Energem with Heckle or Snide, so I'm not sure if that's related, but that's a good theory, man. That's a good theory. Too Fat Games. Shout out to the name Too Fat Games because it's pretty great. Yeah. Not gonna mention the Coda block with the Tyler Shelby kiss.
I love that.
You just mentioned it for us, so good job, dude. Cass Caden. Shout out to Cass Caden. He's a good friend of mine. I am officially watching my first Sentai all the way through. Go Kaiger. Dude, you have ruined your life. In the best way possible because it's downhill after that, okay? Okay. So, and I am watching... as I am watching, I see exactly how Super Megaforce relied heavily on Sentai footage. Very true. It's refreshing to see how much original footage in Dino Supercharge and Dino Charge uses for the most part, they blended very well. Matter of fact, we mentioned that in this episode with the original footage, so definitely agreed. It's nice to see the drastic change from one year to another. As for my top 5 evil Rangers, number 5, the Wind Rangers from Dino. Oh, and Dino Thunder team up. Ah, good call, dude.
Yeah.
Trent, not just the character, but the suit itself looked evil. Shout out to the character Abara Killer from Abba Danger, the Sentai equivalent. Number 3, Tommy, classic arc, Savage. Number 2, A-Squad, only evil by choice team. Yeah. And then there's number 1, the only team that's evil by nature, which is Psycho Rangers. Duh, my top villains of all time.
Now we have Thai films. Would you guys like to see any Easter eggs in NNPR movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
I think,
couple
yeah,
in there, yeah.
we did see some.
In the trailer, they're like colored pencils and the team colors. And
Yeah, it's true.
I think the street signs in Angel Grove are named after
Nice nods. Nice
other
nods.
cities from other seasons, yeah.
Ranger fan 18980. Okay, 2 things. Just I would love to see Ninjor because the mentor of the ninja still, or they would not have a mentor like Lost Galaxy.
Lost Galaxy did not have a mentor.
Secondly, I highly think we will not get a Talon.
Oh, I don't know. I hope we get a Talon Ranger.
And
We'll
then
see.
again, by the way, dope hat DJ.
Thanks!
I think it was something about his clothes every week. Someone says it. Yeah.
I like stuff.
I like stuff.
Abigail Parker, what can I say more than thank you, rock stars? You literally made me cry tears of joy. So I have.
Thank you, Abigail.
Point with Joe, Kendall feels more like a leader than Tyler with all the plans she comes up, and the device she builds with, which I think is cool because she would not be the first female Purple Ranger.
Purple Ranger leader. Sure.
Wouldn't she? And then Talbot or Shyler?
Hashtag Shyler.
I say Shyler.
Hashtag Shyler.
Hashtag Shyler.
Why not Shelby as first bill?
I don't have a top 5 evil Rangers, but I think White Diamond Thunder Trent deserves a mention.
Yeah, absolutely. Savage. Savage.
Mikey Perez, another great episode of Dino Charge, and you guys are as well.
Thank you.
We get Talon Ranger. I would love to see Heckle as Talon. Go. How do you say that?
Kyoryuger.
I know.
So he was Death Uger and Kyoryuger.
Is my favorite from Sentai. Here are my top 5 evil Rangers. 5, Titanium Ranger.
Titanium Ranger, yes.
4, White Dino Thunder. 3, Thunder Rangers. 2, MMPR Green. And then 1, Psycho Rangers. And then Larry Newbill says, the Burger Morpher is brought to you by White Castle.
Ha! I get it.
Watch that video. Hilarious. Here's my top 5 evil Rangers. 5, Cora from the Mystic Force. 4, Tommy from MMPR. 3, Thunderstorm. 2, A-Squad from SPD. And not gonna lie, the red female from that squad was fine as
Okay.
And then 1, of course, Psycho Rangers.
Absolutely. We can skip to Jasmine, I think.
All right, and that goes to me. Jasmine's question is, hey, are you guys brothers? I guess that's DJ and Joe.
We're both slightly tan and we like hats.
Also, some bomb-ass pillows.
We do have some. We do
have
have some Bomb A pillows. They're made by a wonderful member of our cast named Jasmine.
I see them right there.
They are here. They're just not here. But great call.
All right. Scott Summers 2. I guess there's a second one up in there. Says, this was a great episode. Glad Tyler and Shelby are finally together. I like both you and DJ were saying it's cool. We're seeing a monster level progression this season from Monster of the Week to mini bosses and bosses. I agree.
Yep.
Can't wait to see how the end plays out. One thing they still need to address is how Keeper came to Kendall and how everything with the Rangers was established. I'd love to see that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's been a great character growth, especially between Kendall and Shelby. I hope Ninja Steel is just as strong. While I'm excited for Ninja Steel, I'm not ready to say goodbye to Dino Charge yet. Me too. I actually have grown to love these characters a lot.
Yeah, that's a great call. That's a great call.
All right, and Thai Films, I guess the second comment. Thanks for reading my comment. Did we do this already? Top 5 Ranger list?
I thought we did.
Yeah, I think we did.
I think Thai Films. Well,
Go ahead and read.
Thai Films, thanks for commenting.
no, we did. Okay, Thai Films. We appreciate you. Man.
Yes. And finishing everything off, Shadowbird 084, top 5 Evil Rangers, Psycho Rangers. Then number 4 is A Squad. 3 is Ryan from Lightspeed Rescue, Titanium. 2 is Trent, Dino Thunder White Ranger, and 1's Korag from Mystic Force.
Sure. I'm gonna go ahead and read your top 5
Yeah.
man, because your other comment was, would you like any Easter eggs? So I apologize.
that's right.
We
Okay.
did
Okay,
did
yeah.
not
Let's get
read
to your
yours.
top 5.
So we'll read your top 5 real quick. Number 5, Titanium Ranger. Number 4, SPD A Squad. Number 3, Psycho Rangers. Number 2, Dino Thunder White. Number 1, Thunder Rangers from Ninja Storm. A lot of consistent answers. Love it.
Nice.
Did we do Shadowbird?
Yes, his top 5, and then we skip back. So yes.
Oh, awesome. So,
We did it.
We did it.
those are your questions and comments from the last episode. Oh, we did it, guys.
That's a lot.
We did it. Some way,
Comments.
somehow, we did it.
We made it.
Steven, tell everybody where we can find you, man.
You can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and Vine at Stevens Rita, website / Stevens Rita, and then Facebook and YouTube, website / Hyperdrive Pics, and YouTube. My YouTube channel is all about proving geekdom inspires art. I'm teaching you how to do Power Rangers morphs, other visual effects, and doing some really cool VFX inspired
Love
shorts
it.
of my own.
Love it, love it. Miss Chrisna?
Rangers Live Chat, you can find us on facebook.com/Rangers Live Chat. We go live any time of the day or any day of the week on your Ranger news or Ranger toy news. And shout out to my team. I wouldn't be here without you guys, Lewis, Ryan, and Austin.
And one thing I love about these guys is they're very positive members of the Ranger community. And that's what we're about here at the Ranger Wrap-Up. We're about positivity. We're about Ranger just elevation. You know what I mean? Not to mention, like, when you guys leave your questions and comments, we appreciate it when you guys show that love and keep it respectful. I mean, you're definitely share your opinion, but just make sure that respect is there. Make sure we're keeping it Ranger-centric. You know what I mean? Keep it the Ranger love.
Yes, you want to make sure that whatever you guys put on those comments, that anybody can read them, any age, and you know that Power Rangers, any age is watching. So just like Rangers Live Chat, make sure they're appropriate.
Yep.
And no politics, of course.
Exactly, exactly. Leave it at the door. Leave it at the door. Bring in the Ranger love.
Yeah.
Bring that in the door.
The Ranger family love.
Exactly. So thank you guys for joining us in this episode. I really, really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture.